Hey YouTube, this is Deb again, and I wanted to go over a book that my daughter bought me for Mother's Day about, I think it was 2017, and she bought me so many books. I'm just now reading this book, plus they kept releasing different books about Prince, and this is my favorite book cover of him, and on the back. Uh, This is the back of it. And it's called Purple Rain, the artist formerly known as Prince, by Liz Jones. And I liked the book. It was pretty interesting. I just finished reading it. I'm trying to steady this thing because I'm holding it with my hand and doing other stuff with the other hand. But anyway, this was a pretty okay book. Like I say, my favorite thing is the cover. The cover is just beautiful. And I'm gonna go over a couple of things that I remembered out of the book. Well, I'm gonna read a couple of things that I remembered out of the book. One of the things that I wrote down was it said that Purple Rain premiered at the Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood, and they gave away free tickets to fans to sit alongside of Prince's mother, Eddie Murphy, and Steven Spielberg. And it says that there was a 30-foot campus outside of Grauman's Chinese Theater with Prince on a motorcycle outside above the theater, and it was immediately stolen the next day. And it also says about Prince and Michael Jackson, it said that when Michael Jackson was given the Pepsi commercial, Prince was offered the Coca-Cola commercial, but Prince turned it down because he didn't want any comparison to Michael Jackson in any kind of way. And then it says in 1984, Michael Jackson invited Prince to his home in Havenhurst for dinner with his two sisters, Latoya and Janet. And they said that Michael and Prince exchanged a few words, but Prince's total attention was on Latoya. He was making passes and rapping, and they said he was not shy that day. He was really on Latoya. It doesn't say if anything went on or if they anything. It just said that he was making them passes at him. And it's also said that Prince bodyguard Cheek was rumored to have had a Chick, I think that's his name, was rumored to have having $1,000 a month drug habit. And when he left Prince, he did a tell-all to the National Enquirer. And Prince ended up forgiving him. And when Chick and his family fell on hard times, Prince bought a house and he left it. Prince bought the house and had it in his own name, but he let them live in it. So Prince's name, as far as when this book was made, Prince's name was still on the deed, and this book was written in the 90s. And it says that when Chick died in 1990, Prince performed a $100 a head benefit concert for his widow and family. So Prince was, he was a pretty nice guy sometimes. And let me see. Okay, so this little tidbit from Under the Cherry Moon is that Christian Scott Thomas, they says was 26 at the time they filmed Under the Cherry Moon. She said that Prince was very prudish because when they couldn't find her a flesh color tights, so she could do her nude scene when she drops the towel in front of everybody, or the whatever that is she got around her sheet or towel. She asked Prince could she do the scene with topless with her underwear on, and Prince was like, "No, you're not gonna get in front of the whole crew naked." And he had them to make her a homemade body stocking, and I thought that was cute. Anyway, And then Ingrid Chavez. I'm trying to hold this thing. Y'all forgive me. Ingrid Chavez, they said she wrote Madonna's Justify My Love. Now, this is in the book. It says Ingrid Chavez co-wrote Madonna's Justify My Love with Lenny Kravitz, her boyfriend at the time. When they wrote I guess when they wrote that song, Justify My Love, he was her boyfriend. But anyway, um, Shay says she ended up suing her ex-boyfriend Lenny Kravitz for 25% of the publishing rights to Justifying My Love, and she won. And she said Kravitz had her to sign away the rights to that music because he didn't want his wife Lisa Bonet to find out about their affair. Now that I didn't know. That's interesting. Okay, and then let me tell you one more thing. One more thing. Rosie Gaines said she invited Prince to her house to meet her and her husband and to have like a little dinner or something. But Prince would never come in. She would invite him and he'd blow the horn for her to come outside. And she had to get in the car with him because he had some music that he wanted her to listen to. And she'd take a ride in the car with him and listen to the music that Prince composed. Now, in this book right here in the 90s, it said Prince composed Diamonds and Pearls for Rosie Gaines. And he said he would never perform it in a concert without Rosie because he wrote that song for him and her to sing. And I don't know if that's true up until after the 90s or anything because I can't say if he did or didn't, but that's what this book said. That was the reason why he didn't sing Diamonds and Pearls live without Rosie. He wouldn't sing it without Rosie. But anyway, and there was another story about Rosie Gaines. Her and Prince had kind of got into it a little bit about the tour bus situation. And then this is the second book that I read that Prince and his girlfriend would be on the first tour bus. And the guys that set up the stage would be on the second tour bus. And Rosie and the band, which was the dancers and all the guys, and she said it was so much harassment and I don't know if it was sexual harassment or whatever, but she kind of almost got into it with Prince about that because she reported it and Prince was not doing anything because back then men were kind of chauvinists and they didn't think it was anything wrong with some of the little crazy stuff that men would say to women or the sexual things or the jokes or whatever. But anyway, I read in another book that she was going to file something on Prince in order for him to do something about that, and he finally separated them from the hairdresser and the dancers or whatever. But anyway, it's an interesting book, and I love reading about different people's lives and everything, and especially Prince. And these are things that I got out the book. The things that I'm reading out of here, I got out of this book. I didn't make these things up, or I'm not saying that this is all true or whatever. I'm just getting this out of the book. But anyway, I just want to share what I read, and this is a pretty good book. Let me see if I could get a picture. This is a nice picture in here of Prince. But anyway, this video has gone on too long, and I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. And you all have a good morning, and thank you for viewing my video.